We are gathered here today. Thank you so much, everyone. It's great to see such a turnout today. Hope that any of you who were also at Misha Air and had a great time there. I hear that was a great time and had a great turnout as well. We are gathered here today for a great and noble cause, a most necessary cause. That is to celebrate and appeal to the most eminently valuable element of any nation, the youth. If the elders are to be thought of as the brains and the wisdom behind the inter-organism that is a nation, then I would say unequivocally that the youth are the heart and the soul. And for a moment, while we're on such a topic, I think it's important to reflect on the fact that our country, the current nation state of Ireland, is actually a nation state that's very much in its youth itself. We live in quite a young country, and some, including myself, would even say that the first true sovereign Irish nation state is still yet to be founded. But that day will come. I'll digress on that from now. I'm very, very proud with how far my people have come in such a short amount of time. But part of loving your country isn't just positivity, it isn't just pride. It's also being willing to stand up and criticise what needs to be criticised and point out and address the flaws, of which there are many, and we can all agree with that, which is why we're here right now. I think with institutional stability, the drawback that a lot of people don't realise comes is that it placates social complacency. And it is my view, and I think the view of many here also, that the stability of our institution that has emerged only out of the pacifism, loyalty, patience and trust of the Irish people has failed to, for some time now, translate to reliability and trustworthiness returned onto the Irish people back. The Irish state is to be born from the heart of the Irish idea and should exist to serve the will of the Irish people and the higher interests of the nation by acting as a pure extension of the people and the nation. But that passion, trust and participation in our political institution has been eroded from too long and too much of letdown, misdirection and lack of any real alternative competition for the ruling entities. The leaders of which I'll say seemed very much willing to show out in support for the march yesterday when it suited their own agendas. But they're absolutely silent today for us. For those of us who call this great and character-rich island home and hold it so dear to our identity, I have no doubt that so many of you have long felt tired and overwhelmed with the disappointments and even outright abandonment of just the system as a whole overall, and what it has to offer for you and those and the things that you hold close to you, which has thus rather rightly resulted in retaliatory abandonment from yourselves of faith and hope for the future. I call upon you all, I implore upon you all, and your country, out of cause, the fundamental necessity of its survival, begs before you all to never lose that hope or that passion. Hold it dear and never let anyone steal it from you, any individual, any entity, or any institution, domestic or foreign. If we are to be committed to shattering the chains of complacency and reclaiming your future, your sovereignty and your national identity, we must endure and we must remain staunch believers and hold rigid to the belief that not only do better days lie ahead, but still yet the best days ever lie ahead. In order to do that, I say to you all to stand unapologetically for each other. Mishaditsa tu Sadomsa. Me for you, you for me. We all stand fearlessly and unwaveringly for the entirety and each and every single ordinary, everyday Irish citizen. Farmers, students, honest, decent, middle-class workers, families, communities, and patriots who have been sidelined by a disconnected elite, compromised for foreign interests, and sacrificed for globalist agendas. Good, honest folk who do not demand luxury, but simply just want to be able to look themselves in the mirror and say that they live in a country and live in a society where their contributions and efforts are rewarded with purpose and fulfillment. And their good, honest work allows them and the people who they love to just live comfortably. Do not ever let anyone steal your pride from you. Do not ever throw your passion away. Do not let them succeed in their mission to taint the word nationalist or patriot into something to be shunned or hushed. It is not a dirty word. In fact, it is the purest and most pristine title a human being can ever be blessed with being able to bestow upon themselves. Our ancestors taught us that 100 years ago. It's higher than a lord, it's higher than a king, it's higher than an emperor, and it's higher than a president. The highest honour a human being can hold is that of an Irish nationalist. So wear it with dignity, wear it with pride, and wear it with honour and passion. We saw our current so-called leaders pay tribute this month to Daniel O'Connell, and just the other day with the anniversary, 103rd, I believe, of the death of Michael Collins. It seems our current so-called leaders, they don't have enough good things to say about the founders of our country in retrospect. But do you know what's so tragic? It's so tragic, but it's true. If the men and women who founded this country and killed for this country and died for this country and stand as statues in this country, monuments and memorials for whom we just walked from mere moments ago, if they were here now and alive today, our current so-called leaders would call them far right and send guards to their rallies. And let me be absolutely clear with this. I don't view myself as attending a far-right rally right now, or even a right-wing one for that matter. Criticising your government's failures and standing up for the young generations of your country should not be partisan, and it's only seen by partisan by traitors and cowards. We find ourselves in a land ownership crisis. Is this seemingly inescapable current circumstances regarding land ownership imposed upon us by the current Irish establishment really any different than that of which was forced onto us by British elitists in the 19th century? And how different is an Irish Parliament undermined, manipulated and coerced by Brussels from one victim of such from Westminster? History does not repeat itself, but it does very often rhyme. And so I ask you this, my people, just how many parallels are we willing to accept? Never forget the words your current head of government issued to you, the man who's supposed to be seen as your chief and the leader of the Irish people. Never ever forget them. I know I won't, but just in case, we want nothing to do with the backward-looking idea of sovereignty. I would say burn those words into your head and burn them into your heart and use them as fuel to get up every single day and keep going, keep fighting. Reject the stale status quo. Follow us in championing a return to and maintaining of the beautiful dream that is the Irish idea and the Irish identity. Proud traditions, citizen empowerment, social prosperity, real quality of life, cultural passion and celebration, merit-based opportunity and economic independence. Eliminate constituent manipulation in the name of individualistic motives and demand transparency, accountability and fairness in governance. Our vision is an Ireland where your voice is finally heard, and not just heard but listened to, where your interests are finally protected, and not just protected but advanced, where your future is shaped by ambition and not conformity, by the best and not merely the least bad, by those who actually appreciate the invaluable opportunity of representing you, your loved ones, your values, your way of life and your future. Many of us are enduring hard times at the moment. The world, I would say, is in a hard time at the moment. But I believe that it is during the darkest of times and during an age of struggle and sacrifice and tact that a people's true identity is unveiled. I am convicted beyond all else that the Irish character shall indeed once more, yet again, prevail in asserting itself to the world as a character that is formidable and as a nation that is worthy of existence. And it will do so by way of perhaps the single most integral part of the Irish spirit in my mind: courage, bravery, ferocity. I'm so proud to be here surrounded by you all. Everyone here today is a brave, brave person. So keep being brave by maintaining hope and determination when silver-tongued whispers go into your ear that you are losing. Be brave by not only standing up for yourself, but stand up for others. Stand up for your fellow patriot as they stand up for you. Be brave enough to not just settle for new leaders of the current Ireland, but to demand the first leaders of a new Ireland. Gar Míle Maith Agad, Bear Bua, agus Erga Bra.
Hello all again. Brilliant speech from Jake. Can I give it up for Jake now, everybody? Thank you for coming, Jake, and thank you for speaking. Now, I have a good friend of mine here ready to speak who's a part of a brilliant group, Shinna Nadina, who, thanks again, have steered the march and have given me so much support. But enough of me now. Dean, everyone, give it up for Dean.
How's it going, everybody? My name's Dean. First of all, I'm a member of Coolock Stand Strong and a member of Coolock Says No, which is the backbone of the Says No groups around the country. Everybody knows what to do if they want to save their own hometown. Just get up and do it. But I'm here today, I am, because the youth of Ireland have been forgotten about. The most vulnerable in Irish society are being attacked here every single day by the Irish government, forgotten about, forced out every single day. We send off doctors and engineers while we import the fucking scourges of society from fucking Islamic countries, left, right and centre. We're bringing in homegrown fucking terrorists from countries that hail. They fucking hate your fucking guts. They hate your fucking car. They hate your fucking ancestors. They do not care for your country. We need to get them the fuck out. Gardaí a corner aiding and abetting the destruction of our country every single day. Just like our TDs and our councils that do not speak for you and stand here every single day. Forced by the hands of the global cabal, which is the EU, which is the USSR refaced. And everybody really needs to realise that communism is staring you in the face. It's about to take your rights away, and it's about to punch us against slavery. You either join your local Shinna Nadina group today or your local ICA. Stand up and save your country. Grab your boots, grab your fucking balls, and get shit done. Don't have to pay you. Do it your fucking self. There go, brah.
And that was Dean Perdue. Everyone give it up for Dean. Might be my favourite speech so far. That one was fiery. But now, I want to welcome someone else up, a brilliant friend of mine, someone who, without him, I really wouldn't be in this situation. I wouldn't be where I am now. He has guided me, he has helped me, and he's coming here to speak out. He is old, but he's here to speak out for the youth. He is here to speak on opportunities for the youth and all about it. Please welcome elected councillor Tom McDonnell.
Thank you, Aaron. I didn't expect to speak today because It's Aaron's Day, it's the Youth's Day, it's the young people of this country, which is ERA. It's the people that are going to be robbed of everything, housing, jobs, you name it. Multicultural society is going to destroy us going forward. We have to stand strong, stand together. The numbers mightn't be big here today, but the most important, we have young people speaking. And that's what we need. It's the young people that are going to save us, and those speeches were brilliant. Well done. I'm glad to see support from all sides, Sinn Féin and the lads in black and whatever. They're here, ICA. We all need to be together. We all need to protect each other, yes? Because the guards going forward will not protect us. When Aaron came on board with me, I was out in the elections there last year, and Aaron said, geez, you want a hand putting up posters? Young lad, he was only 15 at the time. He says, Tom, I'll help you. I couldn't believe it. He jumped in the van, we put the posters up. Then, as you're aware, the West of Ireland Fund was on. We didn't expect it. We raised about 11,000. We didn't expect it. And we used up about 4,000 of that in the West of Ireland. Doing the coal, we brought things to there was a woman down there we had to rescue her. She was in a very bad way, neglected by the civil defence, neglected by the county councils and the politicians in the area. And so we went down, a group, was a great gathering of patriots came together, and but we had a few pounds left over. And I said, what'll I do with it? But someone says, geez, Tom, you better do something in your own area. So what I done, I advertised on the radio looking for people in Kildare area. So we got a family that had 2 autistic, non-verbal children, and they needed a sensory room done. But I put out a call again, and who came to my side? Aaron. Aaron supported me, he came straight, and now he's speaking at these marches, protests, and he's very, very, very strong. So it's what we need is the young people up here on the stage speaking. So well done. I'm not going to hold you here. I don't write down speeches, it comes off the heart. So well done everyone for coming. There was a lot on this week. And have your thoughts and prayers for Harvey. The government neglected him. Simon Harris neglected him, the government, but also the opposition didn't do what they should have done. They should have brought it to the High Court. They should have had an affidavit in there. He should have, under the Constitution, he should have been had his operation. They neglected him. The opposition, the Sinn Féin, People for Profit and the Social Democrats, they are to blame big time, but they did not see to it in the High Court. Thank you very much. Well done, everyone. Oh yeah, ERA, I'm involved in setting up ERA 32. We don't want to get in conflict with other patriot groups. We're with everyone, we're building, and we're going to build with good people. So when you see ERA 32, our website will be up there. So if you think you join, it's free. Thank you, bye-bye.
Yes, that's very good, Tom. Thank you, and thank you for all you've done for me, truly. But now we've someone else up to speak who's a little younger than Tom, but he's someone who I have a lot of respect. He's someone I have a lot of respect for, a true patriot. Had to convince my family to vote for him in the election anyway, but he's a brilliant man. Leader of Díl Éireann, and
how's it going, everyone? Just a quick clarification, I'm not the leader of Sinn Féin, despite what the papers might say this month or next month or any other month. But I am ashamed to see, sometimes it baffles me that there aren't others up in the papers in the same way. And the same others aren't here supporting the youth of Ireland. In my mind, the most important march this year, it's all about the youth. It's a shame to see such a dismal turnout. But I'm proud of Aaron, everything he's achieved, his bravery for standing up for the youth of Ireland. I'm proud to have him as Sinn Féin member. I'm proud of Sinn Féin being here and marching today. All the work they're doing across the country is amazing. You mentioned briefly Díl Éireann. Why Díl Éireann? Because God is kneeling with Ireland right now. If you don't realise how evil this war is, then you're not awake, and you need to wake up the person beside you. That's the truth. Do I agree or believe that we can sort this out at 4 years of the ballot boxes? No. But we need to talk the right narrative. We need to take the narrative off them, because they're controlling the narrative at the moment. And it's evil, it's vile. The crime rates are going through the roof. Look at the youth. They have no future in this country. Nothing safe, nothing affordable anymore. We need to stand up for them. I think it was Pierce who said my life is forfeit. Did I get that right? Was it Pierce? That's how I feel. And that's how we all feel, that we stand up and go out to the streets. Nothing will deter us. Threats will not deter us. Our life is forfeit for our kids. And I'm very proud. I want more of these youth marches. We'll sponsor them, we'll be there. We'll work with anyone else who has the strength and the courage to shake hands and do the same. So Aaron the Bra, Theo O'Hara. God bless.
Thank you very much, Anthony. A lot of respect for you as always. Now, we have one more speaker who's came up to speak for something very special. For the children who are young, who can't come up and is here and speak. A prime example right there, 2 young children. They have no future and they have no voice. They're too young to come up and speak. Claire here, Colleen Dash of X Spaces. Everyone give her a round of applause. She has young children who she's coming up here today to speak on the behalf on. So the kids who are under 10, under 11, the ones who can't come up and speak will be given a voice. Without further ado, take it away, Claire.
Hello. So I wasn't planned to speak here today, but I just feel I had a friend who needed to be brought up here, and I kind of feel that was God's way of telling me you need to get up and speak out for your children, you know. So I have a 3-year-old and I have a 10-year-old, and they have no future in this country, not a lick. And I want to remind the youth of Ireland that in every revolution we have had, it has been young activists and young revolutionaries who have changed the course of this country and the trajectory that it is on. And that will be the case again. So we have a unique opportunity here. We talk all the time about the Muslim Brotherhood and how they get their youth in and they get them in quick and they build them up in through the ranks of all our institutions. And that's how they get us. That's how they come in, and that's how they're silently taking not one bullet, not one tank, and we have been invaded. The youth of Ireland must stand. This is your legacy. You are the heirs to this country, and without you, we all die. So, this is not your fight. This should have been done for you by us. It should have been done for you by my parents and their parents before them, but it wasn't. And it wasn't for a reason. This is your time. And we will support you every step of the way, because your voices are the only voices that matter here. Like Mr. Casey has said, our lives are forfeit, and rightly so, we dropped the ball. But if there's anything any of the youth can do now, it's to stand and use your voice. Stand and fight back for yourselves, for your country, for your future. These people do not deserve what they have taken from you, and you do not deserve to be robbed the way you have been robbed. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Well, that is nearly concluded now, just myself. I just want to say, before I go into anything, again, thank you so much to everybody who has made this day possible, to all those who have leafleted for me, to all those who have posted online about me, to all those who showed up today. Thank you so much. The youth will be given a future, because we will fight for it. We will fight in the polling stations. We will get involved in elections, because we will not stand for this. Our ancestors, they died for us to have a future. The blood that leaked from their bodies in their final moments as they thought of us, their future, the future of the country, of Éire. Their blood seeped into the soil, and that is the soil that we stand on today. And unless your ancestors' blood is seeped into this soil, I'm sorry to tell you, you are not Irish! The Irish youth deserve this land, deserve this future, deserve these houses, and we will take a stand against this. We will not allow this to go forth any longer. And for all the young people out here today and listening to us through screens, there is a way you can get involved from the position you're in now. I am founding a youth group, Children na HÉireann, where we can finally speak out on the issues that have been affecting us. We can speak out against immigration, which I'm not racist, none of you are racist, but it is becoming a problem. We need it capped. We need people to come in checked, vetted. We need to make sure that the safety of Irish women, men and children are the top of our priorities, because at the end of the day, we need to put the Irish first. Now, I want to remind you all that there is a raffle which we will be announcing in the next 10 minutes. We're going to finish up now in a few moments, play some music courtesy of DJ Rango, get your final tickets in, and then we will announce the winner of the beautiful hamper. The hamper includes lots of goodies, including a very good phone belly strap holder. I'm not exactly sure how it works, that's what I was told. I can see a can of drink in there. I don't know what drink that. It's a Guinness 00. Guinness 00 for the winner. Some t-shirts. So a massive thank you to Shin and Adina. Truly, they have been so supportful. They have calmed me for the day. They've given me any type of support I've needed. They've stewarded the day. So I recommend all of you to get involved with Shin and Adina, because they are truly out there with direct action, directly getting involved. They're a great group. And thank you as well to any other groups who may be here showing their support today. So there are a lot of great people who do go unnoticed. And at the end of the day, we're all one people. We're all here for one cause. And that is for the youth of Ireland, of Éire, the true country. So thank you all very, very much. We're going to get back to the music, and then we will announce the winner in a few short moments where we will have this here. And my good friend Collie here, I just have bad memory. I'm not going to remember it. He wants to announce his protest, which I've no problem doing.
Okay, folks, we really want to stop this invasion. There's only one way of doing it. There's only one way of really stopping this invasion, folks. We all put our minds together all unite. Let's make Belfast Park and shut the fucking park down and stop this cunt coming in. We're calling protest, right? It's 7th of September, folks. 2 p.m. I want to see you there, Shin and Adina and every fucking group around the country. Let's unite and stop this fucking invasion. There's no more sitting back and talking about shit. I'm sick of talking. Let's do shit. Let's shut the fucking park down and stop this invasion once for all. Eric O'Brien, took it out on.
Good man, Collie. I want to remind you all, September 17th at the Dáil. I forget the exact time, look it up. There is a day unity, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock day unity hosted by my good friend John. We're looking forward to that. Is there any other ones coming up in the recent nearby? I want to promote them. All right. Next Sunday, whereabouts? Slow, yes, I'm speaking there, Jesus. Sligo, next Sunday. Be there, support your people. Until then, 17th September, I'm being dragged around here, guys. Until, I'll say one thing, we'll get the music on, and then we'll get the collection. I'll end it with this. Eric O'Brien!
Moses, me never nice at that. I can't be filled for me love to play tune in the middle of the tune. She smiled and she said,
there you go, there's one young man standing up for the youth of Ireland. It's a pity that a lot more youth didn't stand up for themselves. That's it from me, so folks, thanks for watching. Catch us again. Aaron Gabra.